Good morning, Talkback.
Good morning. This is Abe Dane.
Good morning,
Deputy
Abe.
Clerk from Hillsdale County.
Yes, good morning, Abe Dane, clerk over in Hillsdale County, assistant. You are busy this time of the year, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We just got our ballots in late last week, which means the township and city clerks will be sending those out probably this next week for those that are looking for an absentee ballot for August's primary. If I had the chance here and you guys are okay with it, I'd just like to go over what's going to be on the ballot.
Sure.
All right, so the primary in August is going to have a column for Democrat candidates and a column for Republican candidates, and it's important for voters to know that they cannot cross those party lines. They have to stick with one or the other, or else the partisan votes on their ballot will not count. And the tabulator in the precinct will kick it back out and give you that chance to correct that if you make a mistake. But go into it knowing that you can only pick one party and stay with that. Now, then there's a nonpartisan section, and that's where your proposals are. In Hillsdale County, we have 3 countywide proposals, and there are some local proposals, township, school, what have you. You can vote on those, even if you mess something up on the partisan section, or maybe you just don't want to vote that. For whatever reason, you can still vote for your proposals, and that's important. Also in Hillsdale County, nonpartisan, in City of Hillsdale Ward 3, there's a council person race that will be on your nonpartisan section of your ballot. But back to the partisan section, you're voting for U.S. Senator, Congress, representative in Congress, and then on the state level, you're voting for the representative in the legislature, 35th District in Hillsdale County, and I think City of Hudson in Lenawee County is 35th District.
Plus Branch.
Yeah, Branch County.
Yes, all of Branch, yeah. And then your county officials, and you'll have township officials, and your precinct delegates for both parties. So make sure you check the back of your ballot. There will be a back side of your ballot. This will be a large ballot, 20 inches long. There's lots on there. You can get preview ballots from your municipal clerk. You can look online, the Michigan Voter Information Center, and see what's on your ballot there. Do your homework before you go in so you know what you're going to vote for and how you're going to fill out your ballot. But make sure you don't cross party lines, because that's the biggest issue for this election that we have.
Now, in November, you can cross party lines all you want, but we're narrowing the field down now. So
that's right. And in November, you'll also have the straight ticket party option, where you hit that box and it counts everything for that one party that you select.
Right. You can do it either way.
Yep.
And while we have you, Abe, what's the setup going to be in Hillsdale County for early voting?
That's good. I'm glad you asked. We are going to have one countywide early voting site at the historic Hillsdale County Courthouse. That will be 9 days, so that will start on July 27th and run through August 4th. So if you want to vote early, you can always get an absentee ballot, but if you want to vote in person early and have that option to put the ballot through the tabulator yourself, you can come to the early voting site in Hillsdale. 29 North Howell Street, the old historic courthouse, which is still currently encased in scaffolding, but that should wrap up by some miracle. It might even wrap up before the election, but probably not until later.
So if the scaffolding's still there, don't let it keep you away if you want to utilize early voting.
Yeah, we'll have signage. The building's still open. The county clerk's office is open. You can conduct your business here, even though it's under construction. Yes.
And that's the one change, if I'm remembering right, back with the presidential primary, wasn't it Somerset Township that conducted their own early voting, but now they're going in with the rest of the jurisdictions?
That's correct. They decided there was a window of time that election law allowed them to change over and get into the agreement with the county. So the way Hillsdale County does this is we We ask the municipal clerks to take a day. That municipal clerk is a site supervisor for the site here at the courthouse, and they bring their team of inspectors. So it has that local control still, and it's not just the county running things. So that's how we do it here. And yeah, Somerset, they discovered that it cost them somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to run that site for the presidential primary by themselves. And when we work together here with this county agreement, everybody shares in the cost throughout the whole county, and it's much more reasonable for everybody.
Has to be. If I remember correctly, we still have one area of Lenawee this time that will be separated. Isn't that right, Mike? I think
I was trying to remember, and I
we'll have to check with Roxanne
forgotten.
and Michelle, but I think it's the Fairfield area.
Fairfield went separate in
I
the
think they
presidential.
still are, but we'll find that out for sure. But really important to tell people who are voting absentee, as you did, that they're going to be going out sooner than you might think.
Yep, the deadline is, I think it's the 27th of June is the deadline for ballots to be available for issuance. So we're getting close to that. Any military or overseas civilians that are registered voters and want to vote will have their option to get that ballot on June 22nd is the deadline for that. So that's coming up. So yeah, we're right there in the thick of it now.
Wow. Well, we're really glad you called, Abe. Keep us up to date on everything. We want people to know what's going on. We want them to participate. We want them to be informed. And most of all, we want people to feel confident that everything's run as best you possibly can. And when they have questions, all the clerks and their staff are there to help answer them.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone to, if they have questions about how things work, contact their municipal clerks. Do your homework. There's a lot of noise out there, and a lot of it's online, and make sure you check the primary sources.
Yep. Thank you, Abe. Call us again soon.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.